shit.
By the way, this episode is brought to you by Diet Henny.
Unrecognized real.
Let's get it. Damn, I swear I was gonna be Mugareese again. I swear to God, I keep forgetting every time.
You can't get away from
every
it.
time. Like no, it's
just,
pay-per-view
It's
Reese.
just there, bro.
Pay-per-view Reese.
He keep trying to sell us this pay-per-view Reese.
Yeah, that's the brand. I gotta rock with it. Like, yeah, I keep forgetting though. But shit, man, what's up with y'all? We are in the building, and today is a good day. First and foremost, it's a full house.
Yes.
As y'all can see.
Yes.
Kinda see. We got my man on the ones and twos today, my man CJ. You can't just say what's up. They can't see you, so and we have this young lady in here with us today. Well, she the auntie in the room. I think we can say. Bang, you want to introduce her, Bang?
Yes. Let's introduce our guest today, Miss Westbrook, the CEO, owner, creator of Closet Goals. Miss Westbrook, welcome to Unrecognized Real.
Hey.
Hello.
Try to talk into the mic, Miss Westbrook.
Oh, hello.
Make sure the good people hear you.
They can hear you. Yeah.
All right.
But welcome to the podcast. I like to start the show by, trying to figure out, asking everybody how was their week, because we usually go a week before we see each other again. Actually, it's been longer than this time, right? Because I think we.
Oh yeah, because we recorded earlier in the week last time.
Yeah. I think we recorded earlier. Yeah. So it's actually been longer. So yeah. So how was y'all week plus a few more days? Yeah.
Well, we can let our guests go first.
Oh, well, my week was very busy, but I got a lot of work done. It was super productive, so I can't complain, Now I'm here.
You here with the gang?
Lee, how was your week?
My week was good. I had a really good Mother's Day.
Oh, I forgot it was Mother's Day. Yeah.
I had a casting call on Mother's Day.
Dang.
Oh, wow.
I didn't mean to, but I already had planned it, so
No, it was good. I got a lot of good gifts. Working, beginning on my nerves, so I guess I can't complain about that.
That was good.
That's what's up. That's it.
Bing, what you get for Mother's Day?
I had got my kids.
That sound about right. Yeah, that sound about
I
right.
got my kids for Mother's Day.
Is that like so Aaliyah, your mom, Mrs. Westbrook, you got kids?
no.
Oh, all right. So
I have a goddaughter.
do y'all just all of y'all, do y'all think like Mother's Day is a day where you should be with your kids, or it's a day where you should be like having freedom? Like
It depends on my plans.
so if you got
So if I got plans,
you got a
then-
dick appointment, then you ain't
No,
trying
I
to
ain't say nothing about no dick
So if you
No,
got
it depends on what I'm doing. Like I didn't
Right.
have any plans. I literally went to work on Mother's Day, and then after that, I just spent the day with my son. But
Oh,
if
right.
I actually had something planned, and I mean, 9 times out of 10, I'm probably with my son on Mother's Day anyway, so it don't matter.
Right. What you think, Ms. Westbrook?
Well, I don't have any kids, but
But just in general, like
in general, if I did, I just felt if I had something to do, like she said, pretty much, like if you make plans on Mother's Day and you want to do whatever it is that you want to do, you want to take a trip, I just feel like it's your day. Do whatever you want. But if it's with your kids, then enjoy your kids.
Right.
Bang, I know you
want
don't.
to do.
Bang, I know you don't believe in Mother's Day, right?
No, I ain't saying I don't believe
What?
I mean, like, I know that sounds crazy. It sounds like I'm like, I mean, like, I know you not like holidays.
I'm not super
like,
holiday dude,
yeah,
but
I know that. Right.
I do appreciate Mother's Day though, but only because we get a Father's Day. It's like a non-biased
So there you go.
holiday. Even though on Father's Day, it's like, oh, it's Father's Day, go see your dad. Like, go see your
Yeah.
dad Father's Day. Like, what? Why we gotta get the kids on Father's Day? Y'all get that out, or we going out together. Like, we want to take you out, but it ain't no, oh, it's Father's Day. Go have your time to yourself.
Being a father on Father's Day is meaning your kids take you out and you pay for the bill.
Right.
That's what that's like. Like it's
That's
like
exactly
all right,
what it
whatever.
is, like.
Yeah, but I don't know. My weekend. Bang, how was your weekend though?
My weekend was cool though. Like,
Or your week? My fault.
my week was good. It was a lot of basketball stuff. But other than that, it was good though. I had a productive week. Well, 8 days, whatever you want to call it.
I had a productive week this past week as well. It was a lot of working. I got reached out to by CJ, of course. We got reached out to by CJ, of course, who was interested, being our camera op. So shout out to CJ again. Like, my man behind the camera.
He gonna get a cool nickname soon.
Yeah, he gonna be a part of the team, man. So look, we expanding, we out here. I got another person I might have to introduce y'all to later today. So yeah, but my week was pretty productive. I couldn't wait to come back in here. Y'all know we was in a group text and talking and all that, setting shit up. And then I realized, like, damn, we only got one topic out here coming. Like, Ben called me earlier. It was like, yo, like, what we doing? Like, as far as the topic, I'm like, oh shit, we really only got one topic out there right now. So I was like, oh no, I got some other shit for it. So we gonna, we gonna get on all of that. You feel me? But it was definitely like a solid week. I'm happy that the weather like coming back because it was rainy all the last couple weeks and cold as shit. Like,
cold. I turned the heat on.
Like, yo, listen, I literally would like wake up with the heat on in the car. And then when I getting off, I got had an AC on because it's too fucking hot. Like that's how it's been going for me the last couple of days. But my week was pretty cool. I guess I don't know, but anyway, shit. Y'all wanna let's get into it though. Let's get into the real. Like first and foremost, let's Miss I keep calling you Miss Westbrook because you said that she told us to call her Miss Westbrook. I feel like I'm older than her, but they ain't none of my business. But she gonna be Miss Westbrook.
You want to take the Miss off and just do Westbrook?
No, you gonna be Miss Westbrook now. It's too late now.
Westbrook too. That works.
Miss Westbrook got a ring to it though. I like Miss Westbrook.
Yeah. So let's talk about just your brand, Closet Goals. Before all that, you did say you got a PhD, right?
No, I'm working on it.
You working on PhD? Okay.
Yes, I'm in school working on my PhD now in human and social services. So, right. I got my bachelor's degree and my master's from Lincoln. So I'm a Lincoln girl.
Oh, Lincoln, you okay? All right. I know a couple people.
Yeah.
All right. HBCU all day.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So all right, can you tell us about Closet Goals? Like, can you introduce us to that?
Yeah. So I started Closet Goals back in 2014. I hope I ain't messing my years up, but we're an online boutique. We sell men's and women's apparel and accessories, different things like that. That's pretty much what Closet Goals is. I enjoy fashion, so I wanted to start selling the clothes because I said I keep buying from all these people. I might as well just do something that I love because I don't like working for people. So it just turned into my thing.
So you turned your passion into
a source of income.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So you went into entrepreneurship.
Okay.
And how's that journey
been? For you.
Okay. Say that one more time.
I said, how's that journey been? Like just that whole transition to entrepreneurship. It's fun at times, but it can also be stressful. In 2019, that's when I officially just went full-time entrepreneur because I started working. So it's like you had your good days, you had your bad days, but as long as every day you continue to work hard, I don't complain. Like, it is what it is. But I love it, so I won't stop doing it at all. This year we actually turned 5, so yeah, I'm putting some stuff together for that. But
happy 5th.
Happy birthday.
You gonna do something special for your 5-year anniversary?
June 14th, yeah. So we're gonna have a fashion show at the end of the summer. We're dropping a date on June 14th on our actual anniversary. Okay. We're actually relaunching our website too because what I want to do with Closet Goals, we revamping completely. So I'm literally doing a blowout sale. So go check me out. But we're doing a blowout sale right now because I'm literally trying to get rid of everything that I have because we're about to not only sell, but we want to sell Black designer brands and high-end fashion as well as just different minority businesses. So like different boutiques, different skincare products, all of that. But just like a one-stop shop for all things Black owned.
Y'all might have to get with PS's Natural on our hair spot. They
I'm
do
with
their
it all.
own.
I'm with it all.
Yeah.
Send me a DM because I'm just partnering with people right now. Sending out emails, stuff like that. But that's where we're headed. So June 14th.
We got sponsorship available too on the show right here on the show. So listen, like definitely June 14th. That's 10 days from my birthday. Like. You almost was cool. Yeah. Like, yeah, almost was cool. So
Oh wow.
So what made you just make the transitioning over to like to just doing all Black businesses our brands? I mean.
I just feel like we have a lot of high-end fashion designers out there that the Gucci's, the Louis, the Pradas. Like at some point in time,
is a burnout. Like it's like there's so many other designers out there that I feel like people don't know about. That's high end. That's just as expensive as Gucci, Louis, Fendi. Because everybody want how much you spend on, you know, your clothes. Like so, it's a lot of high end designers that's like I said, minority and black. Like you know that you wouldn't know about.
See, I feel like people who think you gotta spend money is the people who can't dress. Personally,
I mean, true.
That's
because
how I feel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree, because you can just go pick up something from the store and you don't have to really put it together. So that with closet goals, I sell pieces. So like we not just only selling one piece suits. And don't get me wrong, I'm gonna throw one on sometimes, and I'm going to definitely sell them because they sell. But I want to sell pieces because I want people to get dressed. Like, and then I'm still not selling a whole bunch of the same stuff because I'm sick of people looking alike. So it's like, you know, but people got their own style. You know, some people can't dress, so some people need their help. Like, so we also offering stylist services. You know,
I might
that's
good.
All around the board.
I might peek in there. I ain't gonna hold you.
Closet goes a whole umbrella. You know, we have so many different services just because people need the help. Like, someone actually reached out to me and said, Tiana, maybe you should do something where you actually fix up people's closets. Some people, like me, myself, I can't even put pieces together. I just want you to like say, put this together. This your outfit for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I was like, all right, we could do something like that. Why not? Like, especially if you got the eye for it. So, yeah.
I feel like fashion is like a genre. It's like a lane where it's like, yo, it's so much you could do in fashion, and everybody got their own eye and ideas. So it's kind of like, yo, like, you know, like certain markets could get real oversaturated. I feel like fashion could never really reach that because there's so many different levels and different things you could do. Like our residential fashion Mr. I ain't gonna say Mr. Mr. over there, Bang right over there. You know what I'm saying? You can tell you, Bang had a quote recently. What you say, Bang? You said he said something. I was like, oh shit, damn. He was like, he threw a picture up of him with an outfit on. He was like, yo, you ain't got a match to get the fit off. And I was like, yo, he definitely not matching though. Like, I looked at the, like, I ain't even peep, but I like the, he had some joint. I'm like, oh, this joint, it's
all about the coordination.
Yeah. He was like, you ain't got a match to get the fit off. I was like, oh shit, like, would you say it's all about the coordinate? You got to coordinate. You got to coordinate. Yeah, like, oh man, that's what's up. That's what's up though. I back in 20, I mentioned on this episode on this podcast before. I talked about how, you know, I moved over to where I only buy from black brands and businesses as far as clothes. And, like, only thing that's different is, like, my footwear, because it's kind of hard to find, you know, like, even the black, like, Bang put me on a few. I can't get no fucking sneakers because they always sold out.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The hottest ones, like, it be hard to get them still, but it does make the chase even more, like, adventurous because, like, damn, like, the same way we'll go hard for Nikes or Gucci's, you know what I mean, trying to get the latest John, just to see people doing that with black designers, like, you know what I mean, it's like, damn, I want to be a part of that, like, even if I don't get it or not, like, you know what I mean, I want to still be a part of that, just because,
it's like Telfar right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to bring up, them Telfar bags, everybody was after them Jones.
Exactly, them Jones go, like, you know what I mean, and they decent.
It's actually a good quality bag, too.
Yeah, their price is going to go up soon, but I respect it, too. Like,
but they always sold out. I'm like, that's love.
Yeah, I love it. So is your you just online, right?
Yeah.
You don't have a brick and mortar?
No, as of now, everything's just online. Because to be honest with you, I'm like a perfectionist. So when I do get my storefront, I want it to be what I want. Like, I don't even want to play with it and like just get, you know, a little storefront just to have one. Like, I'm not even doing that because I don't even want to live in Philly for too much longer. So it's like, I'm about to be on the road.
Just shit on Philly, but go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, I just want to travel. Like, I love to travel anyway. So now I don't have any kids. I'm about to just start getting on the road and doing pop-up shops in different cities because I just need to get my name out there. At the end of the day, I'm going on 5. Like, so, and I still don't feel like where I want to be. Like, that's just me, full disclosure. Like, I still don't feel like, and I've been getting a lot of positive feedback lately, like, Tiana, I feel like you should be way farther than what you are. Yeah, I said my.
I'm gonna say she ain't say Miss Westbrook.
But I just feel like, you know, you should be farther than what you are. Like, I see you all over social media, and I just like, so that's why I was like, all right, maybe I should just do it myself. You know, be the face of my brand. Actually get out and do it because I do it anyway. I used to model, so it's like I can do it. I just didn't want to. I just wanted to be behind the scenes, you know.
Right.
But if I can do it, why not? So, and it's fun, and I want to be able to put other people in position. Like, that's where the working with the youth coming in. So
that would be dope.
So what type of things you want to do with the youth?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Like,
so I want I want a nonprofit, but the thing is with residential placements, I used to work at one. I still feel like they're needed, but we just need good ones. So that's what I would want to do once I finish my dissertation and everything, because that's what my dissertation is actually on, just the whole reentry and recidivism and that whole thing. But yeah, so I would want a nonprofit that pretty much puts them in a room with different people doing different things they might want to do. So say if they, somebody wants to do a podcast, so they want to host their own podcast, they would I would partner with somebody listen, I want them to come in here and just to watch you or observe what's going on and see if that's a lane that they want to go to. But everything will be incentive based. I need you to do X, Y, and Z. You do that, then you get rewarded. That's your reward. But your reward is something that you want. It's something that your passion, whatever your passion is. If you want to be a rapper, I'll put you in the studio for 2 hours, 3 hours, a whole week. Because you started going to school more, little stuff like that. So that's what my end goal is when it comes to the whole nonprofit thing right now. I just actually enjoy just doing it just to do it. I'll do that for free because they don't pay me what I'm worth anyway, to be honest with you. Working for somebody doing that job. That's a job. Them kids become your kids. It's if you doing it right and if you really building that rapport with them. If that's a whole
That's good that you want to do that though. That's definitely what's up. The youth definitely need more programs and people that's actually looking out for them and stuff.
And I'm definitely down for that. Anybody want to do a podcast, I talk about on here. Look, bring them in. I'm definitely down with the youngins. So
they
definitely
need stuff to do. Some of them really just don't be having anything to do. They would leave the school they call me Miss T. So, Miss T, what you want me to do? What I'm supposed to do when I go home? And I be like, listen, just try and stay out the way, but it's easier said than done because I'm not there. Now I'm not there to be on top of you every day. When you working for those type of organizations, they don't really want you to keep that when they leave. So it's just their bond is broken and it's just we a Band-Aid and then they go back home to the same stuff. So, but see, that's why I also can't work for nobody because I'm gonna do what I want. Because if they need it, I'm going to give it to them. So y'all probably going to end up fighting anyway. If they need me to still call, if a parent need me to pop up, I'm that stead. I still come to y'all. So
I love it, man. I love it. That's what's up, man. I think we definitely need people more like you, just out here that's willing to give, to the youth. You know what I'm saying, and not even look for nothing into it. You know what I mean? So it's just knowing that it's a service that need to be done. So let me go do it. So I definitely appreciate that. But shit, man.
You getting your roses here today?
Yeah.
Flowers.
Definitely. For now being, let's pay some bills though.
All right. I think I'm up. All right. This week's episode is sponsored by PS Is Natural. It's a family brand committed to providing natural hair and beard care products you can trust. Their lightweight, versatile formulas are for all hairstyles and hair types. PS Is Natural have products for the entire family and truly believe it's not just hair. Visit their website, www.psisnaturalllc.com, and use our code UNRPOD for 20% off your first purchase. You can also follow them on Instagram at psisnatural_LLC.
Yes, sir.
You already know. As you see, my hair looking like $1 million. That's that PS Is Natural oil.
The big one, baby.
Listen, you see me look.
He been working hard.
I've been using the job. I've been using the kit.
As soon as he came home, he said, "I'm gonna put some of that beard butter on there real quick."
Listen, we ready, man. I'm back in here, but yeah, man. But let's shout out to PS Is Natural, definitely. Y'all want to get into the topics?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. Bang, where we gonna go first? Leah didn't get the first topic. we gonna go there first.
Let's go lightweight. Let's talk about little.
Recently, I started a question. I came up with a question. I wanted to know if why is it that today parenting, it feel like we raise our children on the values and the ethics of the streets, the street code, like a lot of our children that's growing up now, we raise them on no snitch. That's the most prominent one is no snitching. But regular shit say if you had a son outside, right, and somebody was trying to fight him and he didn't want to fight, right, what you gonna tell your son?
Throw your fucking hands up.
Look, that's
so listen, but that's just.
But that's part of it though. I mean, but your son might not be a fighter. He might not be a fighter. It might just not be him. Like why we gotta throw our kids to the wolves all the time? Like
all right, so I don't agree with that, Mugga.
Like, no, I know you're not gonna agree, but it's cool. But I want to talk about that. Not just focus on that. I want to talk about just the general scope of it. Like it's a lot of street rules and ethics that we really try to force on our children that are not fucking in the streets. You feel me? Like.
So I think it's important though, and I'm gonna tell you why, right? And I don't think all things are important, but I just
so what you think is important?
I'm gonna give you an example, right? So it's just like how if you grew up in the streets and you had to be smart to survive to do better because you knew that you knew the difference between the streets and real life, right? So like if you grew up in that way, I would want to teach my kids that way for a few reasons. Because for one, no matter how much we try to deny it, it's our culture. Everything about the streets ain't bad. People learn how to hustle from the streets. You understand what I'm saying? To be better business people or whatever. Like everything about the streets ain't bad. But for folk, like I said, for one, it's a part of our culture. If we want to deny it or not. For two, certain things. Yeah, certain things. And for two, it's still something that they need to know for survival. Like, you know what I mean? If you raising any black boy or girl today, you know what I mean? Especially in a major city, even if you try to keep them away, somehow, some way, they may end up in some type of street situation. You know what I mean? With that being said, you just want to be able to have them prepared for it. Like they don't like I said, like everything, like that whole, you know, not snitching stuff. If you're not caught up in drugs and all that stuff, like, you know what I mean? We teach our kids better, but like everything about the streets ain't bad, man. Like I said, you learn to hustle from the streets.
I don't think everything is bad about it either. I just do think it's unfair that a lot of this stuff that we forcing on these youngins is like, yeah, what are we doing? Like,
so what's one thing that you think is unfair to force on them?
Like that we just mentioned in general, like that whole thing. It's like, all right, so it's like look, it's like I seen a situation where it was a friend of mine, a friend of a friend. I'm gonna just say that, right? Friend of a friend who's she was real adamant about her son, like trying to toughen her son up, like, right, quote unquote toughen her son up. And what I noticed is like it wasn't more so he was scared. It was more so like he didn't want to get involved in where that, you know, where it ultimately could lead to. Basically, that's what I look at. That's what it looked at like from me. Young boy was like 14. You know, he was getting into a situation with this other dude, and he just like, yeah, he ain't, like, dude was basically bullying him, not physically, but like mentally, like, you know, saying shit to him, whatever. And he would just shrug it off like it is what it is. Like I ain't even trying to. But his mom was just like, no, you better put your hands on him, you know, shit like that. And watching it from the, like, if I'm you know, I don't even know her. I know who she cool with. So just hearing it, it's just like, wow,
this sounds crazy.
This is crazy. Like just hearing this is crazy. And I'm like, and that got me thinking about that whole scenario. It's like, yeah, like me, even as a father, if I had a son, even my daughter, like, yeah, I wanted her to be, you know, don't back down, you know, fight. But it's like you could be getting them into a situation that's really you're not really built for, or you're not really prepared for. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, like all right. Prime example, like, so let's say, you know, the same situation I was talking about. Let's say he know that the dude that's bullying him, he hang with people that they run around with guns. So he know, like, if I beat him up, I'm gonna have to see CJ, not my man CJ, but I'm gonna have to see the other CJ, you know, that got the 9 on him all the time. Like, you feel me? Like, shit like that. It's like, yo, shit can get so escalated.
Well, I can
and it's like,
yeah, I can understand that too.
But now put yourself in the mom's position where you don't know the far because he probably didn't even, he not telling you that. He just know, like, you know, but you just seeing it as on the surface, like, look, like, no, you need to put your hands up. Like,
well, that's different because the child is older. I'm speaking on a 7-year-old. Like, I don't teach my son, like, my son, he's bigger than a lot of kids his age. So I kind of have to tell him
Murray hands like my size.
Like a lot of times I got to tell him you know, like, he's a sweetheart, but once he don't really know his own strength. So I got to kind of tell him to calm down a little bit. Like, you could really hurt somebody. But I would always want him to defend himself. But, like, with the teenagers and stuff and a lot of kids that's getting shot nowadays like that, I would definitely, you know, tell him, avoid conversation at all costs. If somebody just saying some shit to you, yeah, I would tell them to ignore that. I'm not going to tell you to fight because somebody talking shit.
Right.
Now, if somebody puts their hands on you, you have to defend yourself. That's a different situation.
Right.
It's just, with all the gun violence and stuff that's going on, like, it's just like, honestly, I probably wouldn't even care if you did walk away from a fight for in this day and age. Like,
it's best.
What is it? What's going on? You don't got nothing to prove because these
better.
days you might win the fight and then end up losing your life after that. So it's like, I don't know. It's weird. At the kid stage, like little, I'm gonna raise you like my mom did. Somebody hit you, hit them back. But when you get older and they start talking all that gun shit, and I can't go to school with you, I can't be with you everywhere you go.
Right.
So I would definitely tell you avoid conversation at all costs, but definitely still try to defend yourself if somebody trying to hurt you for real.
All right, so I guess we all in agreement. Ms. Westbrook, you want to add
Yeah,
anything to
because
that?
y'all all done, I feel like saying. I'm going to say anyway.
I feel like we all in agreement in regards to that part. How about, so how about no snitching, right? I feel like no snitching to a certain degree.
No, right? I feel like no snitching is like a thin line between no snitching and mind your business.
That's why I think
it's a very thin line between that. Like you gotta know.
I agree. Like we don't want to be like. We don't want to be like white people snitching. You know what I mean? Like I don't want like
you just see some
like
shit and just want to get involved.
Right. Not that kind of, but it's more so like you said, like mind your business. Like all right, yeah, something might be going on in regards to I don't know. It's a slippery slope. I'm gonna give you a scenario. I'm gonna give you a scenario, right? So you see somebody break in your neighbor's house, right? You see somebody breaking your neighbor's house. You telling your kids to mind their business, or
it depends on what neighbor.
I'm telling my neighber.
Depends on what neighbor.
I'm telling my neighbor. Yeah, mind your business.
You're like, mommy, somebody should shut up.
That's what I'm saying. It's a slippery slope because I'm a feel some type of way if I'm the neighbor and you like, yo, like you was there the whole time. You was sitting around the porch. You ain't see nobody breaking my car. You ain't see this shit. Like even if we don't even speak like that. But it's like a whole thing because your car could be next. Like nigga, your shit.
I would call the cops.
Somebody called the cops for me before somebody was breaking into my car, but they didn't come outside. Like he was like, I'm not sure, and I respected it though. He didn't know what they had, what they was going to do, but he cut on his porch light. He called the cops. They still fiddling, but
I accept
I'm
that.
with
Like
it, yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's a slippery slope because like all right now it's a situation where I don't know like you somebody stole from a store or some shit like that like and the cops come or whatever. It's certain shit. It's like yeah, all right, like they ain't none of your business. You know what I mean? I ain't into sending nobody in jail. However, if somebody broke in my car or like my house, I'm gonna be mad as shit. Like no, like. Prosecute him to the full extent of the law. I'm gonna feel a certain way, and then as my neighbor, it's like this. If I see somebody breaking in somebody's house, either somewhere on my block, you know what I'm thinking? Niggas is breaking in houses around here. I'm not thinking like no, they breaking in that one house. No, like my house, they going in the list. Like my house next. You tripping? So I'm definitely gonna look at it a certain way. Right. I just feel like we raise our kids on this, no snitching shit. But it's like yeah. To a certain extent, like I feel like minding business
social media,
no
like
is totally
you
different.
might think that nobody know that you called the cops. Next thing you know, you on Instagram. Like, look at this snitching ass. Look at this snitching ass.
That's phone really call came from 250.
It's all about the child black out Reese's voice in his face.
All I was just looking out the window.
Blinds all broken and shit. The blinds, motherfucking newsy then. Like the fucking blinds broke. But no, like I just feel like all right, so is calling the cops is snitching. Are we saying that? That's what we saying? Calling the cops is snitching?
No, not necessarily.
So what's snitching? I'm gonna hear what from
somebody. We get into an accident and you trying to like you just trying to bounce like damn I ain't got no. I'm calling the cops. Like I'm not paying for this shit for myself, nigga. You tripping? Like you call that snitching all you want. You have fault here. I'm telling you. Like,
so if like it's so crazy. Like so I ran this by my homies the other day, right? And I asked him, I was like, yo, if me and you in a car, right? We in the car together, we driving. Like you driving, I'm in the passenger seat, right? And we pull up at, your girl crib, whatever. You hop out like, yo, I'll be back in like 5 minutes. You come back literally in 5 minutes. We pull off and shit. We get a little further. We driving for a little minute. The cops pull us over and they're like, yeah, y'all niggas just killed somebody at 123 8th Street, whatever. Like, oh, what the fuck? Like, your girl crib? Like, yo, like, so we get booked and we in jail and they, yo, yeah, y'all getting charged for murder. One of y'all did it or y'all both would have did it. You know what I mean? So it's, in that situation, it's like, yo, I'm like, yo, so if that happened, what y'all doing? Like, I told my friends, like, listen, you got about 24 hours for me to sit in that fucking prison before I start writing my statement. Like, that's just how I feel about it. Like, you're not going to commit a murder and don't tell me, and then we just driving together, like, you know what I'm saying? But some people would deem that as snitching, right? Because it's like, even though I wasn't there I wasn't there, for the murder, but it's like, all right, this my man. I'm supposed to be like, yo, look, no, he's saying like, no, we gonna beat the case, bro. Don't worry. Like, no, you gonna beat the case. I'm going to fuck home tonight. Like, I'm going home tonight, bro. You tripping?
That
like,
type of thing. I feel like the no snitching and all that stuff. That's only when you actually like in
In
that
the
life.
streets, like, in that
I'm
life.
not in the streets. I'm not for the streets.
Right. If you
I
know that-
don't be there.
He shouldn't have took you.
Right.
Yeah, don't
If
take
you know
me
that,
because
he
I'm
shouldn't
not
take you.
about that life. Take
Yeah.
somebody that's telling you they about that life.
but that's my whole thing though. Like it's like yo, like our kids don't be in the street for real. They don't be in the street.
But we don't tell
we
them,
be giving them this type of. This is exaggerated. This is
that's a lot for a
we
kid.
be giving them this type of information like stop
only time I
snitching.
tell
Like,
them to stop snitching is like if you and your cousins playing and somebody smack you upside your head, you ain't gotta come tell me. Hit them back. Stop
Right.
snitching. Like go.
now
go
what
hit
if that
back.
same cousin decide to pick up a pot and smack him upside his head? Now what is
I
it
guess
like?
y'all just pot fighting.
No.
Pot fighting.
Just
Don't
like,
keep it something
it's
that
like
you
no.
want.
Yo, like this.
Unless y'all doing
it's a
something
slippery slope,
extreme,
like,
then you don't have to come tell me. I feel like if y'all playing and you get hurt, don't come snitch. Like that's what y'all was doing. Because more than
Right.
likely, knowing my son, you probably started it. So don't come tell me when you hurt.
Yeah. I feel like I said, I feel like it's a slippery slope, man. I feel like we like snitching is like a blanketed statement. Like it's like blanketed. Like if you tell the teacher because such and such, I don't know, did whatever, like you snitching, like you know what I mean. But it's like yo, like in the same sense, I feel like people often do this. I don't know. Like sometimes people snitch to help themselves. If
Yeah.
that's the case, like I said, somebody breaking in your house, call the fucking cops. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm not into sending people to jail, but nigga, you broke in my house. Like, fuck you want me to do? However, if it's a situation where, like, I don't fucking know, like the nigga cheated on his taxes and he got $1 million and I'm just hating now, like shit like that. It's like
Call the
now
IRS.
yeah, like now I'm snitching. You know what I mean? Like it's like first of all, it don't got nothing to do with me at all. Like at all. Like it won't affect me at all. And it's just like yeah. But I feel like with our kids, I feel like we gotta do better as far as those street codes and ethics. It's just like yo, like nah, like we was raised like Banks said. You know, learning the streets was part of just growing up. Like it was.
Yeah.
Basically part of the culture. Now we in a situation where it's like, all right, we're removed from that. A lot of us, we not even partaking in this. We working men and women now. Like, why the fuck we should be teaching them like, yo, like when the manager come and ask some shit, you know, that should be the snitching part. Like when the manager come ask you, yo, who did X, Y, I don't know what you talking about. Like that's the shit that we need to worry about. Like,
Teach them the job code.
yeah,
Job code,
Yo, when you
right.
get your
Exactly
first
what
job,
it is,
yo,
like-
they not your friends. You heard?
Yo, real rat.
Don't tell them none of your personal shit.
Right, when the manager asks you why you need off, don't tell him. That's
Right.
ain't none of your
Never
business.
tell the
like,
truth.
Don't name none of your
Always lie.
business. Like shit like that.
Call
we
your
need to
aunt
be
for a
like-
doctor's note.
Yeah, like yo,
Call your aunt for a doctor's
who
note.
signed they fucking doctor's note? Doctor's
Okay,
note
I had
for
a
the,
cousin,
the driver's
bro.
license, John.
I had a cousin, bro. I'm get my
I
license.
know.
You crazy.
My aunt signed that. I was like, I had a whole appointment and everything. Like, yeah, I'm about to go to the clinic, you know, get them to sign this joint. She's like, what? Come on, this shit. I'm like, oh snap! Like, I went down there. I was looking at shit while they looking at the paper. Like, all right. They put that shit right in the copier. I'm like, oh, we in here. Bad. Like, I ain't never going to doctors now. Now look at my old ass. Got bad knees and shit. Like, fucking.
I'm about to hit the
fucked up,
aunties
so I
up
be
for
going
these.
to doctors. Like,
I'm about to hit the aunties up for the these fake vaccine notes.
Dang, and
Yeah.
he's a mess.
the vaccines is definitely it. You see the joint they saying now, like, you ain't got to wear a mask. You ain't going to be
if you're
required to wear a
vaccinated,
mask. I don't think it's everywhere, but they put it out on the CDC website.
I
like,
did
yeah,
see
you
that.
might not have to.
I
Y'all
still
gonna
don't
get
want
vaccine
it.
now?
But
I'm
how they
changing-
gonna
I'm changing my
determine
pro
who
now.
has the
Where's my
vaccine
mask?
and who
They
doesn't?
give you like a scarlet letter, like a little card, like just saying like, yo, like, oh
So
shit,
what if
we.
you-
Oh, all right, just turn the lights off. No, like we they gonna give you the card that's saying like, yeah, you fully vaccinated or whatever.
I
You
know,
what
so that means somebody gonna be at the door at every place.
Probably.
Check
They
it
already
out.
did it
Check
now.
IDs
They got
on
somebody at the
that.
door. They got somebody at the door
They
to
checking
make sure you
cards.
got your mask on. So
I just
shit,
wear my
like,
mask.
yeah,
Yeah,
like.
I
got
rather just
time.
wear my mask. 'Cause at that point, I'm gonna take
It
my mask off anyway.
sound good until you see everybody over there breathing regular, having a good ass time with their mask on. You like,
But even when you're in like restaurants and stuff, anyway, you only have to wear your mask when you're
Till I
walking
get to the
around. Once you
table.
get to your table, you take it off.
you know what I
anyway.
think? I think it's gonna be a vaccinated section and a non-vaccinated
Right.
section. Like,
But
Ain't
you
no
know the hood-
segregation, bro.
But you know the hood is gonna go with the most
like the
convenient.
smoking shit, like the smoking shit. It's gonna be like one at some point in time, every fucking restaurant you could smoke in there, like every fucking
It
restaurant.
used to be like that.
And
It
then
used to be
like towards the
non-smoking
late '90s, 2000s, it started being like little sections, and now you damn near you fucking get a shot if you fucking smoke indoor anywhere. Like, so that shit definitely like a whole thing. I can see it happening. Like, yo, look, this side of the restaurant is vaccinated, the other side is non-vaccinated. Like, the only problem gonna be when you the waitress, you gotta come in and work on the non fucking vaccinated side. You're like, yo, what's up with y'all? Like, that shit might be different though. But like, yeah, I definitely can see that happening though. Like, but y'all still saying no for the vaccinations?
Yeah, I'm not with it. Nah.
I'm leaning towards it. Like, I'm leaning towards getting it, man.
The only reason I was leaning towards on some shit because my job act like they didn't want me to give me a day off. But if you get the vaccine, you can call out. So I was like, So I'm like, no, it ain't even worth it.
Weird as hell. Like,
yo, she work at a plantation.
Right.
She said, I get a shot just to get a day off. Like,
the reason why I want it is because I don't want to get sick again. Like, I was really sick when I had COVID. Like, them first 5 days, I was bad. Like, I was doing bad. I really don't want to be that way again. So it's like, yeah, like, but you can still get the virus. It just won't be as severe. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, is it like I ain't on my high. It ain't on my list right now.
How they came up with that
too fast,
and it took them forever. They still got other diseases and stuff out here. They ain't saw that, but they saw this in a year. That's throwing me off. So I will not.
Yeah.
Then the Johnson was already killing people. So I was confused as to how they even came out with a vaccine.
Yeah. all they shit always have some problems. Johnson giving people cancer
like for years. Like how, Sway?
Yeah, this shit is different, man. Shit definitely different, but
I'll wait till they get the fake ones.
But yeah, let's do better with raising our kids. I want to revisit this topic again one day. I mean, but right now let's move on. Let's get to the grits and gravy. What's it called? Grits and gravy?
You eat grits and gravy?
The grits and gravy.
No, I don't.
The nitty gritty?
The nitty gritty.
Yeah, the nitty gritty. No, it's never sick. Man, y'all know what I'm talking. Let's get to the best part. Like, let's get to that. Right? Like, yeah, like I don't.
The steak and potatoes.
Like, steak and potatoes. That's what they say. Like, I don't know. I don't eat red meat no more, so I can't get the steak and potatoes. Like, we get to the turkey and potatoes. Can we do that? No. All right. So let's.
Turkey and potatoes.
But bang. Let's the main topic.
Whole faces.
Whole phases, yes.
Oh,
we talking about whole phases.
Yes.
Do they exist? Can you grow out of the whole phase? We need to know.
Who wants to start it off?
Which one want to know about it?
Yes.
All right. So first and foremost, I think definitely whole phases is a thing. I really think it's a
thing.
For
men and women.
And for men and women, exactly. And I think everybody can go through it. I think it's damn near necessary to go through it at this point,
for sure.
Like where we at. And I think when you go through it, it's all on you. Like some people might go through their whole phase
early
at fucking 17, and then somebody might be 46.
He was being nice by saying 17.
I know, yeah, being nice, yeah. But some people go through it at fucking 46. Like, you got kids that's fucking 26 and all. You fucking up Thanksgiving because you going through your whole phase and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like it's definitely a thing.
Sure.
Have I been through a whole phase? That's a good ass question. Like,
that's a very good question.
Because I feel like I was in the whole phase, and I feel like, I don't think my whole phase actually ended. Like, I don't think, you know how certain shit you go through it and then you like, all right, you live out the last bit. I think it kind of was like I was took out of the whole phase. Like, let me get you out of here real quick. And that was like, I wasn't really done yet, but
all right. So listen, let me ask you a question. Right, that's how you know if you're done with your whole phase yet.
That's what I want to know.
Are you more strategic and organized with the women that you talk to and sleep with?
Well, I'm in a relationship now, so yeah. I mean,
all right.
Your whole phase.
Your whole phase. Once you start getting organized,
they know. I don't think a relationship shit in your whole phase. I think
I
think a mentality shit in your whole phase, because then like it's like, all right.
They said what?
It's like, what if it's like, so if you addicted to crack, right? Now this is wild. I know this is wild.
Terrible. This is so terrible.
But if you addicted to crack, right? And then you got a job, like, yo, we doing crack tests every week. Like, we checking to make sure you ain't doing crack. So like, all right, shit, like, damn, let me not do crack now. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, that addiction gonna take over. You gonna be like, oh, I need to get some crack in my system, like, bad. Like, you feel me? And that's how I'm looking at it as far as, like, you entered a relationship while you in your whole phase. Like, you prime in your prime whole phase.
I hope your girl don't listen to this, bro.
So are you saying that you need some crack?
I'm not saying that.
Are you saying that you need some more crack?
What I'm just saying is,
you ain't out your crack phase yet.
It might be detrimental for someone to hop in a relationship right when they in the prime of the whole phase.
Yeah, I don't think you should get in a whole phase.
But how do you know? But that's how most hoes be ending their phase, kind of like.
Yeah, they run to
that.
I feel
like you're only in your phase if that's something that you want to do. Don't do it because the other person wants to do it. Well, I feel like that's the most.
Well, I think you can only do that if you admit to you being in the whole phase.
No, a lot of people already know.
So, all right, so my next question is, right?
What?
Did you go through your whole phase yet?
That's good.
Yeah, I've been through my whole phase.
You went how long ago was it? You don't mind me asking.
Well, I had more than one.
Oh shit! So look, that's what I'm saying. So you got took out of the whole phase and then you realized it wasn't over for real.
No,
so you went back.
So I didn't have a whole phase in my teenage years because I had like a steady boyfriend all throughout high school.
Right.
So after me and him broke up, that was like my whole phase right there. And then I got in a relationship after that, like a year or so after that. And then after I had my son, I had another whole phase.
See, that's the thing. Yeah, look, you got took out of the whole phase too early. Like,
no, I took myself out. I was bored.
It's like basketball when somebody get taken out of college and then they be in the league and it's like, oh, I ain't ready. Let's go back to the G League and then they come back to the league.
No,
like,
I feel like I had my whole phase just to like see what was out there, because I didn't really.
Was you dating?
I didn't date when I had one person when I was in high school.
Let's talk about
I didn't know what I liked and what I didn't like.
Right.
I didn't learn that until after we broke up and I started dating with other people, dealing with other guys.
Maybe the ones.
Like, okay.
Maybe the ones.
Cool.
Well, that's the thing though. So. Let's talk about what is a whole phase. What do y'all think a whole phase is? Because to me personally, I feel like
it's a learning experience.
Dating is not a whole phase. Like if you just dating, that's not really a whole phase.
Y'all know what a whole phase is.
I feel like
we're not gonna act like
because I feel like it's
PG-13.
different.
You know a whole phase.
I feel like it's different for different people. Like
I feel like for women, a whole phase is even if you're just talking to a bunch of different guys, they're gonna call you a hoe, even if you're not having sex. So.
No, but I'm saying like all right. So I feel like my whole phase might be way different from Bing whole phase, right?
Oh, how you know my whole phase?
I don't know. I'm just saying it might be different. Like your whole phase might have been a time where you was like, yo. Like you might have had a situation that was, might not have been your girl or whatever, but while you was there, you was dealing with all these other women or something, right?
So
my whole phase might have just been when I was dating Keisha and Letitia at the same time. Like that might have been my whole phase. Like you feel me? Like our whole phase might have been different. We might have been doing some of the same silly shit. Or
all right,
whatever,
so this is a whole phase. This is a whole phase, right? It's when you, let's just say we're gonna say for the sake of conversation, we're gonna say messing around with multiple people, and you know that you don't want to be committed to nobody, right? And it definitely means sexual, but it doesn't always have to be sexual. If you find yourself in predicaments that you like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Like just sleeping with somebody, even if you don't have sex with them, or, you know what I mean? Always going out with them or asking them for stuff, like, you know what I mean? Like dealing with a bunch of people at the same, like during the same time and not being committed to nobody and them knowing that. That's a whole phase. That's a whole phase.
I thought they were just dating.
If you're not having sex with all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely having sex, but I'm just saying, like, I could be talking to 5 women and be having sex with 2 of them, right? I'm not saying me. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, for example, I could be talking to 5 women and be having sex with 2 of them. I probably want to have sex with all 5, but it just don't go down like that. Like, right, you know what I mean? Like, so
I agree.
I'm just saying, like,
I feel like if you was in, like, so say like just like being saying, like, all right. Let's say out of those 5 women we talking to, one of them we decide like, all right, maybe we're gonna lead to something more serious. If she found out that I was talking to the other 4, she gonna be upset about it. Even if I'm not sleeping with them, she gonna be upset about it. She gonna look at it a certain way. So
I'll give you a better example. I
don't think guys
think like that.
Yeah, listen, I'll give you a better example. This is a better example right here. Listen, say you talking to a guy, right, and that's your favorite dude. My bad. Go ahead. Say you talking to a guy, right? You know you talking to different guys, right? I'm asking y'all too. Y'all know y'all talking to different guys, right? And you got your favorite one, right? You got your favorite hoe out of the bunch, right? All right, so listen, right? Just like I was saying. So, like, let's say you're talking to 5 people, right? And you probably only having, let's just say you only having sex with 1, right? Mm-hmm. But you might or you could have sex with those other 4. Now, let's just say you got your favorite hoe. That's the one you probably having sex with. And he mess up and it just be that one night or that one drunken night. You mean to tell me it wasn't that one time where you had sex with somebody that probably wouldn't have got it if this night wasn't this night? You never had no type of situation?
I've had them type of situations. Not 5 guys at one time.
No.
You might have to go down the list,
I'm just
though.
saying, he wanted a 5 on the list, and he just so happened to be. So, like, even though you're not sleeping with him now, if he around and you still messing around with him, and he just get that lucky call that one night, like, oh shit, I'm just the one tonight, and you know what I mean?
Or
it just happened.
Might won tonight, because what if I'm not having sex with none of them?
Miss
and
Weber,
you just won tonight because tonight was the night.
Talking to Mike.
I'm sorry. Yeah. You
She got personal. She took
I was trying to understand, like
Right.
it just, you know, like because if you was talking to multiple people,
Right.
like because I done went through phases and I just will talk to people, like
Right.
no BS. Because people and guys, I got a lot of male friends. And they was like, "Tom, how you do that? Like I don't get that. What's work?" And I be like, I don't know. Like right now, I'm so focused on closet goals, I don't be having time. Like
Right.
so, I'm not pressed about it. So if I was to have sex with one of them because I'm having a drunk night. For real, I don't really care to have, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that makes sense. Like, so it's like, yeah, I got 5, but you just lucked up that night. It wasn't like a thing where you in competition with another one. I wouldn't have sex with none of y'all if I had that drunk night.
So did you go through a whole phase?
Yeah, of course.
You think it was over?
Not so much as, I think that you go through, but wait, let me backtrack. What's a hoe?
I mean, like that's what
that
I'm
was a
saying
good question.
in the beginning. Like it depends on, like I said, my whole phase may be way different.
No, not
from
the
your whole
phase, but what's the hoe?
All right, so
Me
the whole
being a
phase
hoe
don't.
might be whole different.
I think everybody go through a whole phase. That don't mean you like a hoe.
Right,
It's just,
right,
that's why they
right.
call a whole phase
Oh,
because
so y'all
like
just
you
saying
doing
in
some
general.
hoe like shit. Like you
Yeah,
not
yeah,
really,
yeah,
but it
yeah.
ain't.
Okay, so
You're not
I feel
actually
like
a
my
hoe.
hoe.
whole
Walk
phases
up
is
down the
when
street,
I'm not
like,
dealing with somebody. So like if I'm in a situation, if I like you, if I'm dealing with you, then I'm going to, you know, be committed to you.
Right.
And
So
if
what
I'm
was
not,
your whole phase then?
when I was in a relationship, so like when I was in high school,
right,
I
so-
had a little boyfriend. When we wasn't together, I had my whole phase. When I got a boyfriend again, when we broke up, then I guess I had another.
That ain't
whole
a phase.
phase.
That's a season.
No,
But
that's how
I'll
it
be in a
go though.
relationship
That's
for
how
4
it go
years
though.
sometimes. It might be
Yeah,
like
so
years.
it's like, all right, so when it's over, now you back to.
I can do whatever I want.
all right,
Now I
okay,
can
yeah.
have my
I agree
with
with
hot
that.
girl
Yeah,
summer.
yeah, yeah.
I can do whatever I want.
just think, so for me, it's like I think doing what you want, but it's like dramatic.
Yeah, it's like
Your
it's
whole
like
phase. Your whole-
it's like I'm gonna go out to
going
him
extra
tonight.
mile to,
I
like,
think it
Such
was
and such
different
taking me
as
out
a
tomorrow.
yeah, I mean,
versus
definitely.
now, like
Versus
when
now
you
is
was
definitely
like your
different.
whole phases as a child is different. Like now, my priorities are way different. So
Right.
my mindset is way different. Like you're gonna not so much work, but we both put in work. But it's like my time is money. My time is my time. Like
Right,
so,
right.
everybody cannot get my time. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So. Your whole phase definitely changed. Like you get older, your expectations are
So
different.
how
so
old do you
now
think you're
I'm
too
just
old
dating.
to go through a whole phase?
I feel like you can't be too. You gonna do what you want.
No,
like
yeah,
if you're
it's
not
definitely
happy,
too
you're not
old.
being in a
There's no
relationship.
such thing as
you
never
do what
too
you
old.
want.
crazy.
Like I said,
I
you
don't
cra-
think
I
that-
refuse to be a 65-year-old single,
Nah.
lonely ass
People
old man.
still
You
be
crazy?
old
You
and
be
miserable
lucky you get
by
that shit up at
themselves.
65.
Or
First of
settle
all,
with
Crazy, they got
people
medicine
just
for that, bro.
don't
Ain't no
be
shit.
Yeah.
About getting, I'm be
That's true.
65 next.
But-
What's stop
so
me?
just imagine your grandpop going through a whole phase. Like,
Listen,
If
my
he
uncle
lonely,
has a whole
if he
phase right
lonely.
now. He just got some little girl pregnant, and he like
Ah.
50 something. I just confused. Like so, they still be out here being old.
Listen,
you know how
be
drawn
single
that
and
is?
alone.
You
Like
know how drawn that is? They have a whole phase. That fucking when you got a whole family, like
Yes.
like,
Cause we all talk about you like when his old ass still have a
yo,
kid. It's
like,
like
that'd be so drawn. Like, you go through a whole phase, and the kids like, yo, mom, like,
Me
why
don't
daddy
want
ain't
it.
home? Like, he out being the fucking thought. Like,
if you're going through your whole phase while you're in a relationship, you out of pocket.
if your kids is old enough to be
To
like
know
out,
you're in a whole
to
phase.
be like out and about, like they see you at Biblos, like that. Why you in here? Where mom at? Like you like on some shit like, hey son, like it is what it is. I feel like
At
that's
that point, you're just
like,
cheating. You're not even, that's not a whole phase.
Right.
You're just cheating at this point. Like, what's up with you?
Yeah, that's
That's
cheating.
cheating.
There's no such thing as a whole phase.
It's not-
when
if
you're
you
in
have a whole
relationship.
phase, that
No,
means you're not in a
I'm just
relationship. If
saying,
you
but it's
still
just
are in a
like-
whole phase and you're in a relationship, you're just
Okay.
cheating at
I
that
just,
point.
but that's why I
That's
feel
what
like
it's
at a
called.
certain age, at a certain age, the whole phase should have just, yeah, like you just gonna have
I mean,
to-
but some, sadly, sometimes the whole phase don't never die for everybody at a certain age. You know,
Yeah,
some people,
the whole
some
don't.
people,
Commitment.
the
like
whole
even,
don't die at a certain age.
yeah, because what you got
Like-
some people, like she said, it's she's at a time in her life where she's focused on other things. You got people that's like single mothers, maybe they might have more than one child, so they're focused on raising their kids, and then once their kids out the house, that's their whole phase, and that might be when they're like 40 something years old.
Mama
So,
gotta have a life too.
hey,
Yeah.
for real.
Nah, yeah. I feel like it's like I feel like it's necessary to go through a whole phase because you really got to see, you know, what I think during that time.
I wouldn't promote that. I wouldn't say it's
I say it's
necessary.
It's hard to know what you
necess-
like and what
it's
you
not-
don't
it's
like
not
when you
necessary.
only deal with
You
one
know why it's
person.
not
You don't
necessary?
date.
You know what's not
and go-
necessary?
It is necessary.
Until mugger, you meet this one girl, right? You meet her, and then you feeling her, and then you wind up telling your friend about her. You're like, oh shit, I know her. How you know her? Oh, such and such. Then you meet somebody else. Then
Y'all
such
just
and
talking
such
about a
and
hoe.
such and such and such and such.
I'm
Like,
saying a whole phase is necessary
I
to
said the
know
whole
what
phase,
you.
yeah,
Yeah, the
not
whole,
the-
not the hoe, the whole phase. 'cause-
Sometimes the whole
yeah.
necessary too. Shit, like
I still want to promote whole phase.
Men and women,
Stay
like,
pure,
sometimes
women.
it's
Stay
necessary, like-
stay pure.
Sometimes
Have
it's
sex with as
necessary,
less men as possible.
I don't know.
So you
It's
don't
like
so you don't
pros
you
and
don't.
cons.
Yeah, it's definitely. pros
So
and
wait,
cons to
Bang,
everything.
you wouldn't say that to men,
What?
to young men?
I would too.
Oh, wow.
Same thing.
Oh, wow.
Have less sex as possible. I'm trying to tell you. That's how you keep sex fresh. Like,
man,
I'm trying to tell you.
You don't know what you. I mean,
I'm not saying have less sex. Have sex with as less people as possible. Like,
but again, like Aaliyah was saying, you really don't really know what you like until you date around. Like you start.
Yeah,
you got people that get in relationships as children.
Yeah, you got people that get married
as that person,
exactly.
and then they married for years, and then years down the line. Now they in the divorce because somebody wanted to go experiment somewhere else.
Yeah, like
but it's like, so why we waste so much time?
Right, that's what I'm saying. So it's better to get it out while you younger.
Yeah.
Not like too young, but like in the age of enlightenment, when your frontal lobe is fully grown, 25 and up, around that time, maybe then like it's like all right, like maybe I should explore, date around, whatever.
If you had a steady boyfriend or a girlfriend in high school, you're going to go through a whole phase. It's just going to happen.
You think so?
Yes, like that happens. Like if you break up with that person, you're just going to go through it. Like when you have when you're in a relationship in high school, like that's when you're going through a lot of growing situations. Like, you know what I mean? And then you think you're grown, then you really become grown. Then, you know what I mean? You go through a lot at that time. And then when you break up with somebody, like you're going to go through a whole phase, especially if that's the only person you know. People are more faithful when they're younger. Like than they do when they get older.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Like,
you don't agree with that?
I don't know if I
you don't agree with that?
I think because then
most successful relationship stories I know is from teenagers and shit.
I think because then the world is so much. Your world is so much smaller, so you don't really know like.
Yeah, you can't really do a
honestly,
lot.
I really didn't. Like I couldn't tell you when niggas be like, yo, where the hoes at? I really couldn't tell you where the hoes was at until I was like, I ain't know. I really didn't know where they was at until I was probably like in my 20s, like in like 23, where I like, oh, it's really like no, it's really hoes be out. Like niggas was saying hoes out here when I was like 17. I guess I didn't really know. But when I became of age, like I'm like around and I'm like, this is what I was talking about when the hoes be like. That's when I really found out when I was like around 20. Like when I started drinking and hanging out in like bars and shit like that. That's when I really found out, like, oh, no, it's really hoes out here. Yeah. But before that, I didn't really know. So I think, it definitely, it depends. It definitely depends. Definitely. Like, did I ask you when you go through your whole phase?
I went through my whole phase after high school.
Week?
I stopped my whole phase. I stopped my whole phase when I started having babies. Like, I started being strategic and
So you a strategic hoe.
I wouldn't say. I think I attempted to have a whole phase and that shit got cut short.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, I haven't.
Nothing kill that whole phase.
I haven't had casual sex in years. Like I like to have sex a particular way, so I can't just be sleeping with multiple women all the time. Like just
crazy. Like
just keep it a being. Like
what do you mean by that?
What do you?
You know what I mean by that?
Wrong.
Listen. I'm just saying.
Right,
but I know myself though, and because I know myself, I had to be smarter at the way I handle myself out here.
Right.
Like
I like that. I feel like I was saying before, like. I feel like you really gotta like know you out of that whole phase. It's best to know that you out of the whole phase before you enter into a relationship, because you don't want the relationship to be the reason why you end the whole phase. Like I said, then you run into situations where, like Bang was saying, y'all had a cookout or some shit, and then all of a sudden 3 of the niggas that she was dealing with on the whole phase is all in the same joint. You the boyfriend ain't got no fucking clue about the shit. It's like shit, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely don't get in a relationship till you know you done with your whole phase.
Because it's like. That's what I'm saying. But how do you, like, if you in a situation where you with a girl, she got pregnant, and now you like, damn.
I mean, you definitely know. You
know.
Because when you meet
know
somebody,
when
like,
when it's not an
obligation.
Really I feel like when it doesn't feel like an obligation, when it's something you truly want to do, that's how you know.
Yeah,
I think my whole phase ended years ago, right? But I do think it was a spark there, almost like. It was a spark. It's like that. It's like that retired basketball player, and they get a chance. Like, damn, y'all want me back on the team? Oh man, I don't know. Like I had a moment of that before, but it's like, nah, yeah. I think my whole phase is definitely over it. Like I went through it and I got through it, and then now I'm here though. So now I'm here. But yeah, I do think it's definitely necessary. It's kind of necessary to go through a whole phase. Like I think you should need the whole phase during everything. Like a whole phase during your like financial life, like like that time in your life where you just doing whole shit with your money. Like you need to go through that way, not to do that shit no more. You feel me? Like I think a whole phase everywhere, like during different aspects of your life, may be necessary. Like it's just kind of like you just exploring. Like all right, let me find out what I'm really into and what I really like.
So how is it? I got one more question. Is it a whole phase if you're dating because you don't want to settle?
No, that's just dating.
So that's just dating.
That's just dating.
It's a serial
Because
dating.
if I'm dating multiple
You
people,
can serial
I'm trying
date.
to figure that's like going on a
But
blind.
hold on,
I mean, not a blind date, but speed dating or something like that. And you date like
I've
you
serial
dating to
dated
see who
before,
you want
yeah.
to like be with. Because if I settle for you and I know that I might cheat on you in a year or two because I might find somebody I really want.
Have you cheated before? Have you cheated before?
No, I didn't cheat when I was in a relationship. And then when we wasn't together, you know them breakups.
No, that's
I ain't cheating.
No, I don't think that's cheating. Because whatever you do while we not
If
together,
it's a real breakup, it definitely ain't cheating.
A real breakup.
Oh, when I break up, we done.
Oh, right.
I don't do the fake breakups.
Oh, right.
Damn.
But these guys be thinking that you still together sometimes, and I be like,
yeah,
no,
you cheated,
I
you
broke
cheated.
up.
You
No.
cheated. If I thought we were still together, and
You thought that don't have nothing to do with me. I'm that female.
When
I
I
don't have nothing to do with me.
when the time is when it's all said and done, I wrote my book. In there, it's gonna be saying you cheated.
So
It ain't gonna say
why?
you broke up.
I know I
Like, no,
didn't.
like, it's gonna say
You're delusional.
You cheated
That's
on me.
what
Like,
you are.
my
Yeah, like-
autobiography is gonna say you cheated on me, and that's it. Like that's how it's gonna
No,
go.
that's just
Like,
because
you're
guys,
crazy.
you break up with a guy and in their head you still theirs anyway, no matter what the fuck they doing while
Yes.
y'all broken up. No,
You
absolutely
are
not.
mine.
No.
Absolutely not.
nah, we break
You
up.
ain't stop
you
answering
in the
them
streets
calls,
for me.
like-
Dang, I know your ass not talking. You always talking about you possessive. No, nigga, you possessive.
He definitely was saying
He
it.
definitely was saying it.
Because y'all are possessive.
You are possessive too.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
you know,
nah.
like, you know how them fresh breakups be.
Listen.
Ain't no fresh break. You still mine until that thing ain't fresh no more. Like, until I know, like.
That's
You
crazy.
got
I
the-
never
So
had
you
that.
mine until I feel like you're not mine no more?
Persistence is key. Just how persistent I was in getting you. Persistent I'm going to be in getting you back.
you
So I'm
back,
going to be
yeah.
trusting
So
that.
just because you're
in
trying
my
to-
mind, you're still
No,
mine until I
absolutely
see
not.
that for real. For
No,
like, damn, I'm really ain't
it's
gonna get it
not
back.
you. It's not I'm yours until you don't feel like it no more. No, when we break up, we're not each other's no more. So you do
At
not
all.
claim me because I'm not claiming you. I don't
See,
care how many times you're trying to get me back.
I
Like,
never experienced that.
When you get suspended from your job, don't you still got that job? I'm just on suspension.
I don't know. Well, I'm in limbo right now. So right now I don't.
Suspended, we broke up.
Yeah, we
Like,
broke up.
that's
So you
different.
fired, nigga. That's not your job no more.
you gonna still get a grievance. You gonna
Exactly.
Still get
You might still get a meeting.
That meeting,
But-
Yeah,
to
you
that
still
meeting.
fired. Like yeah, like you still fired. Like
Nah.
but
I'm
no,
still gonna say I worked there.
I never got like experienced that. Like all my breakups been more like blow ups. Like this shit been like nigga, this shit is.
You never
over.
had like a
Damn.
mutual
Yeah, so
breakup.
that's the
No,
breakup.
no, that shit always like, look, I don't want to see you, talk to you, speak to you, kick you with you, skate
Say
with
something about your mom.
like, yo, that shit like a done. I don't know what that's like then. Like I guess like I think there are women that I was dating and we never was like officially together, and then it was those kind of women where it was just like
Okay.
like it went on a long period of time where it's like, do we still talk or are we? I don't know. Like,
Yeah, that ain't the same,
But
though.
the relationships I was in, like, no, that shit break up. It was like, all right, it's
It's
like
dead.
you fucking like a bridge is fucking blowing up. Like this shit, we not connected to fucking Jersey no more. Like we ain't getting across the walk with me no more. It's over. Like that's how it is with me. But I don't know. Maybe
So
that's
what
like
y'all
a
not
person who
forgiving?
can't-
What
can't-
y'all not forgiving in a relationship?
What you mean?
Like, what's one thing that's unforgivable for you? Like, oh no, you did that. It's over. Like, there's no way I'm getting back with you ever.
For
You
me,
talk
it's
personally or just
disrespect.
in general?
Personally, like I'm
Personally?
asking all y'all personally. What's one thing that y'all
If she
not
smacked my
forgiving?
mom, it's over. Like
What?
I don't know. We gonna get to move
You
past
can
that.
forgive everything else. Like, just don't
I
smack
don't
my
know
mom.
if we
Like,
move past that. No. I think for me, it depends where we at in a relationship. Like, so, if we in that dating like early, like we together, but we just we in our first couple of years, we date, we're actually in a relationship. At that point, I think I'm easily forgivable for a lot of more things versus later down the line, we deep in a relationship. I'm talking about we might be planning a wedding or some shit together. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Now it's like it's certain shit that's just unexcusable. Like if your ex call the house phone one day, like bitch, you fucking them again. Like that might be over. Like you know what I'm saying? Like certain shit that's not excusable. But if your ex call and we've been dating for like a few months, it's like, all right, well, niggas be lingering on, like he's like a bang, like he thinking it's still
He still think he all together.
Yeah, shit like that. So certain things I would excuse early on, and then it's just shit that later on I ain't tolerating at all, like infidelity. Well,
that
I
wouldn't be
never
at all.
been married, obviously, but cheating or whatever, like shit is like, all right, like if she cheat, like all right, it's one thing to go cheat, but you let the nigga sign in on my PlayStation, like now you wildin' now, like you got to fucking go. I can't trust you no more. My player got an afro now, like bitch, I don't got no fucking afro. What the fuck is this? Like yeah, nah, it's certain shit you just can't overlook, and I think that having that time like built up a relationship with someone, they should just know not to cross that their line. So yeah, but yeah, for me it's definitely cheating. And if she ever put tomatoes in my spaghetti, like yeah, you gotta go, like you're done, you're out of here. But no, how about y'all? How about what y'all think?
For me, it's disrespect, and disrespect is a huge little umbrella. Like I
like it's a lot of
public,
shit disrespectful. Like.
Yeah, I just don't like public disrespect. Like I just feel like whoever I'm like, I decide I want to be with, we gonna be friends first from the rip. So I'm already gonna know you, you gonna know me. We gonna understand each other. I'm gonna know what you do that I don't like. Whatever. So so it's already gonna be an understanding. So. Don't lie to me, like little stuff like that. Don't let me hear nothing from nobody else about what's mine. Like cause I'm a very understanding person. So it's just like disrespect. I don't know how else to say that. Like it's just like the whole like talk to me. Don't ever let me find out something from somebody else. Yeah. And that's your past, your present, whatever. And if I ever ask you something, you already know that I already know. So don't lie. Like that's my biggest thing. Like, cause I'm never going. I'm not like the type of
but
female
like,
to.
Lying is like a. It's a tough. That's one of those slippery slopes again. Cause you lie. Everybody lie. It's just the weight of the lie.
We're talking about certain like
talking about
things, like things that could hurt me. Like if something could hurt me.
That's why I'm lying, because it could hurt you. Like
no.
I tell these bitches the truth. What Jody say? I tell these bitches the truth.
No, tell me the truth.
Tell me, because if I find out,
y'all be saying y'all want the truth, but it's like so. What if you tell you
y'all
shit
say that,
like,
but I feel like every female is not like that. Like really, and I feel like y'all kind of make every female be
a
the
lot
same.
of them are. A lot.
Yeah, well, all of us are not. So y'all gonna get that female that's really not.
So if I told you like, listen, all right, you want me to tell you the truth, right? I'm like, look, the reason why I don't know, I don't never come to your family cookouts because I don't like your mom.
All right, you don't like my mom, so don't come.
I'm just saying. So
but I'm that female.
Now you mad about the situation now, and again.
But that's better than lying.
But that's better than lying about it because now.
I'm not.
You can come back home for that. Like you like. I'm not letting you back in this house. You done pissed me off.
Yeah, I would much rather you tell me that than be around my mom and be all uncomfortable.
You'll never know the truth until I tell you. Like you ain't gonna know I don't like your mom until I say I don't like your mom.
But
like,
that's not.
You feel me?
I don't really feel like that's something deep.
I feel like I'm already know whether you like my mom or not. I don't know. Maybe that's because I'm.
But see, I don't date people's parents. I don't date your parents, so I don't care if I like your mom or not. I probably won't never say if I don't like somebody's mom. I probably won't even ever tell them because it's like I don't really care to. I'm not dating your mom, and that's how I feel about the same way. Like you're not dating my mom. My mom don't. If my mom don't like my significant other. Like saying it, we just not gonna go to her house. Like that's gonna be the way it's gonna.
I mean,
if my mom don't like her,
if
she don't like my mom, then I'm not gonna force her on the situation.
I don't care if you don't like my mom, just don't disrespect my mom. That's it.
So what if your mom disrespect her?
Don't disrespect my mom.
That's different.
Don't disrespect my mom. You respect your elders.
Respect your elders. That's another slippery
slope. It's like if my mom say something to you, like, oh, I don't like you anyway, and he like, bitch, I don't like you either. Like, no, like we're over. Like you're not. That's my mom. At the end of the day, you're not gonna talk to my mom like this.
Bitch, fuck you in your trash ass macaroni and cheese. Fuck you talking about. Like, I've been waiting for this shit. Like, nah, like I feel like that's definitely a different. That's different.
That's different.
But yeah, definitely lying. Like you said, lying. Yeah,
lying, infidelity.
That's a big one for me. That's the biggest one. Just don't lie to me, because I feel like I don't feel like every man cheats, but I feel like a lot of niggas are sneaky. So I don't put nothing past nobody.
So wait, you don't feel like every man cheat, but you feel like everybody's sneaky?
I don't know. I said I don't put nothing past nobody. Like don't even put nothing past me. Like,
I don't give nobody the benefit of the doubt.
That whole statement was contradictory. Like
no, seriously, I don't put nothing past nobody. Like. But I don't believe everyone. But I don't know. Shoot. So I ain't gonna sit there and say, "Oh yeah, you ain't." I don't know what you would do. Like you might.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to say that everybody cheats, but I'm not gonna say that you would never. Right. That's what she basically said.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, it's definitely only lying for me. Like that's really. I could almost forgive everything.
You can forgive cheating.
I can forgive cheating. I always put myself in your shoes. Like I'm like, listen, would I want to be forgiven for cheating? Yes, but like I said, I don't give nobody the benefit of the doubt, and I always feel like I know when somebody lying. Like I just cold-heartedly feel that way, and I always find out. And I just feel like if it's something that I found out about, like you just can't tell me like
intuition.
I really know when people lying, and I always prove it. I always prove it every time. Like
don't even call it women's intuition. No, don't even call it women's intuition. Just say intuition, because I feel like guys got it too. It's not women's intuition.
My shit is stronger than women's intuition. I'm trying to tell you.
No, that's real. I feel like everybody can feel when something is different, or if something is going on. So I feel like everybody has an intuition. Yeah.
I don't want to look stupid. Right. Know all the details.
And I'm real detailed. I pay attention to every little thing. Like if you told me something once, I know I remember it. Trust me. Like I remember if you're gonna tell me different the second time. Like I pay attention to every little detail. The way you act when you're around people,
Right.
I pay attention to every single little details. Right. Like, don't lie. Just tell the truth.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather deal with it. I'd rather go through them emotions head on when I want to confront it than to make look a fool of. Then you all embarrassed and you know what I mean. That's on the borderline of disrespect. If you embarrass me, that's disrespectful. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Like, I hate to be embarrassed. Like, I don't want to trip in the middle of the street. Like, I hate to be embarrassed. Like, that shit make me want to go to bed. Like, I'm trying to tell you. Like, I hate being embarrassed. Like, but don't make me look like a fool. I'd rather like accuse you of some shit because of my women's intuition, and then you tell me the truth. Like, all right, you right. Like, and me go through them emotions and be mad at you, but see how we could get through that shit or not. Then you have me looking a fool because you trying to like control the narrative. Like, no, like that shit corny to me. That's the only thing that I can't forgive is lying. I could almost forgive everything else. But the excuse got to be right, though. You can't tell me you cheated just because you like the nigga. No. It got to be some spectacular shit. The excuse not on the beam.
What?
You got to have a crazy excuse.
What? Give me an example. I need an example.
I'm Judge Judy in the courtroom. Like,
women don't take accountability for cheating like that.
They don't take accountability for shit.
Men definitely don't.
They're going to justify it by saying it was some shit you was doing or wasn't doing.
But men do the same thing.
Nah, no. Niggas be like, look.
No, they don't.
She was giving out free dick sucks, and
what's free? So you been paying? So you pay for them usually?
Maybe, I don't know. Like, I was available. Like, how was I supposed to do? Like, you know, certain shit is just like, all right, like it is what it is. Like, I've seen dudes that like been in situations where it was just like really no real reason to cheat. It was just like, look, I was at the party. Charmaine came there and said, you know, she was trying to do whatever. Like, all right, like.
So
I know people that.
What kind of nasty shit y'all be doing?
Say that again.
As soon as we do it, we the biggest whore in the world.
Right.
I mean, well, that's your fault. Like, you should.
Well,
women should never compare what they do to what men do.
Yeah.
No, because y'all nasty. Y'all talking about some. She was giving out free dicks.
The whore in the conversation is Charmaine, not me or you.
So what if Charmaine ain't had no teeth? And Charmaine just some old crackhead from down the block, and your nut ass talking about, ew. Y'all niggas nasty.
I ain't saying me. I'm just saying that situation.
You said Shorty was giving out free dick sucks.
Yeah, that probably would happen. Like,
what's free dick sucks? So you usually pay for it.
What do you gotta pay for it? Some people pay for it. Like not in like it might not be in a cash way. It might be like I had to take her out on a date and buy her something to eat. You know, but this time it was like, look. I'm trying to see what that.
So you just letting this crackhead suck your dick?
No, not even crackhead. It could be a shorty that you was interested in or at some point in time dealing with. And like I said, usually you probably had to take her out, you know, buy her drinks and do all this shit to get the dicks up. But on this Tuesday, this random ass Tuesday, she was like, listen, I want that thing on the back of my throat. Like, what's up with it? And
I thought you don't like aggressive females like that.
I'm just saying in general, like not me. You know, like if somebody said that to me, I'm calling the cops. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just weird. But no, like it's just certain shit that's just like, all right, like it might have been just that day in general. It's like, damn, usually I have to work for this shit, but now she just giving it out. Like, you wouldn't even turn down free dick suck, and you ain't got dick. Like, I'm just saying, like you might be like, hold on, let me call one of my homeboys. They might be up for it. Like, yo, like it's certain shit. It's like if you at the gas station, somebody like, yo, I got this gas card. You like somebody get up like. I ain't saying it's a rando get out free dick, but it's somebody you might know.
So maybe it's a girl that you talk to that you never hit, and she just randomly
one day. Or if you probably was hitting it, so you know the dick suck hitting for it anyway.
I wouldn't
now
cheat.
You just like,
I wouldn't cheat. I would bring her to the table before I would cheat.
I mean, yeah, well,
we can talk about
different.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But sometimes that might be the situation for you. For women had that situation too, like you said, the nigga that your favorite nigga that you.
No woman better ever bring no nigga to the table until I one date both of y'all.
He on some nut shit where y'all going through this crazy beef. Y'all ain't had sex in a long ass time, and all of a sudden here go James that you've been loving forever. He just so happened like, listen, what you doing right now? Like, you want a foot massage? You want a massage, a back massage, or whatever? You know what that shit lead to? So it's just like, yo, like shit can happen all the time, like, or it might be some shit that you was actually like I'm more like I would rather it be that type of situation versus a situation that you planned out, like you set the shit up. You was like, look. Reset work on this Tuesday from 6 to 9.
But there's a lot of those out there.
We gonna go to like that shit.
There's a lot of professional cheaters out here.
It's like manslaughter versus first degree shit. Like, yo, like you planned this shit out. You planned this cheating. First degree cheating. Like you planned this shit. That's determination. Like
I know a lot of niggas who got women and then they really love their girl, but cheating just like that's just what they do.
Because
they just don't have no intentions on stop cheating. Like it's not like I'm just fucking with anybody. Like, yo, I'm going out of town. I'm definitely fucking somebody when I get back. Like, I know niggas think like that, talk like that.
It's women like that.
Like, it's definitely women like that too.
Yeah,
like that. But it's definitely a lot of professional cheaters out here.
Yeah, professional cheaters.
Professional cheaters.
No, professional cheaters somebody who they don't get caught. That's a professional.
I know people like
everybody
that.
Just recreational.
I'd just
Like,
rather be by myself.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, you know, it is. I mean, everybody is you know, open to whatever they open with, whatever they can deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, personally, I think people that deal with cheaters like on a consistent, like Ben was saying, like somebody that's like cheating like every fucking time, like with no intention to ever stop. Like,
yeah, that's
you just a goofy. Like, you dealing with that type of person because it's just like, yo, like, what the fuck, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, to each his own though. But y'all want? I got one more topic we could discuss if y'all want to get into it. What was it, Bang? I forgot.
Chivalry.
Yeah, chivalry. Yeah. We talked about chivalry. Me, Bangin', and CJ was in
2021.
So, yeah. So yeah, I want to talk about chivalry in 2021, right? So, what sparked this conversation was somebody said something to me, and actually I was having a conversation not too long ago, and a girl, she was talking about a friend of mine. She was like, yeah, you know, if he not walking on the side of the curb or whatever, you know, this is get rid of him or some shit like that. You know, we only deal with gentlemen in 2021, right? So I started thinking of that, and another girl was like, prior to that, another girl, she was like, yeah, if niggas don't sit with their back, like facing, like never sit in the restaurant with your back facing the door or whatever, like yeah, get him out of here. And then it was another one that was crazy. A girl was like, she was like, niggas can't have like a why you having a birthday dinner as a guy, like why you having a
what did I got to do with anything?
It was wild.
I thought that was petty. Yeah. I thought that was petty. Like y'all won't let niggas do nothing. We can't have dinner with our friends on birthday. God damn, like so we can't do nothing.
It prompted the conversation, and I was trying to ask her, so why y'all heard of that, right? Men must walk on the curbside.
Yeah.
Everybody in the room, you heard that, right?
Yes.
Y'all heard that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm you know, just having a conversation like, so why do I got to work on the curbside? It's like, oh, you know, well, and I asked two different people this because two different people posted the same shit. I'm like, why I gotta walk on the curb? He's like, oh well, you know, for safety and security, or you know, just in case a car
that's what they say.
Jump the curb. Yeah.
I'm like, if a car jump the curb, it's gonna hit both of us. What are you talking about? Like that shit ain't going. I'm not going. Whatever the fuck I'm gonna be able to do by being on the curbside, it ain't gonna stop. I can't stop a fucking car. Like that shit ain't. It's not realistic. You feel what I'm saying? So we got into that, and she was just like, "Oh well, you know, so you trying to tell me you ain't in the jump?" I'm like, no, I walk on the curbside, but I just realized like, why the fuck am I doing this? Like, this is really no. Like, I actually walk on the curbside no matter who I'm with. Like, I can remember one of my homies. I'm walking the curbside, whatever. So he kept trying to switch at me, like, and we start walking on the street, like, nigga, what you doing? Like,
y'all walking in the straight line and shit.
You get it, I was doing like, yo, like, go across the street, nigga, damn, like, what the fuck? But no, like, that shit definitely like a thing where it's like, I start thinking about it, like, yo, it's a lot of things that's chivalry, and it really ain't no real explanation behind this shit. Like,
it's an explanation. You just don't like the explanation.
Like, that's dumb as hell. That's dumb as hell. All right. So let me.
The curbside joint is definitely one of them joints.
That's just all it is. It's a tradition that we just sticking on to the point where whatever the reason it was put implied, it doesn't exist anymore. Like that doesn't exist. like for instance, all right. So say if you cold and I gotta give you my jacket, right? That's like a whole thing, right? Now I'm cold. Now what we supposed to do now?
You supposed to be cold.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be cold and get a fucking cold and shit.
That's a bad job.
And then the woman
that's a bad
job. Listen, y'all just understand. Y'all just looking at it for what it is now, like for what we always thought it was. But when you really sit there and think about the shit, like that's dumb. Like why the fuck you come out the house with that coat? Like that's the first thing we should.
What if I did? Like, what if I'm still cold?
If you came out, that's different. Like I'm not. So if you want my coat now?
Yes, I want your coat.
You don't get the fuck up out of here.
I'm personally with that though.
And your coat, like
I'm personally with that though.
Dude, no,
listen, your lady walked in the restaurant looking good, right? She ain't had no coat on, nothing. She walked in the restaurant looking good.
That's not what Leah
said. Now she walking out of the restaurant with my coat on.
That's not what Leah said.
You know what I mean?
She said she got her coat on.
Because you made it a thing to say, why I gotta give you my coat?
And she still
it don't matter. What if I'm cold? What if I got the long sleeves? What if I got low iron? Like I can't get your fucking jacket.
You thought better. Like you should have had your pills.
I wanted to look good for you. I know you like this outfit, so I wore this outfit just for you. And now I'm cold.
I'm not giving you a coat. You already got a coat.
That's what she said. She got a coat. Like yeah,
What if my coat is like a little small jacket?
You need to plan better. You need to plan better. Like you need to play. They got the iPhone. They got the app right on your phone. You could have looked like, oh, it's gonna be windy, a little breezy. All right, cool. Let me grab something. You know
y'all better be like people just asking for your coat to put on. There used to be movies where I seen people put their fucking coat over a puddle so the girl can walk over and like, you want me? You gonna put your fucking coat on this puddle, nigga?
You walk in the street to the next light, like the fuck you doing?
Yeah, that'll never happen. I'm sorry. We can walk around together, but I'm not about to put my coat on the ground and let you walk on that joint.
It's a lot of shit that don't make sense. It just doesn't. Like it's like a lot of shit that doesn't.
Well, chivalry was started by white people anyway, but we not gonna get there.
We can get into it. We need to.
Think about it.
It's like so much of it though that it just
that shit was like early age white boying. Like, you know how you do like white boying.
That's how you court a woman. That's the way you would court a woman.
I'm gonna throw my coat on it. What black person you know from any years living? I mean, you know what? I'm gonna just throw my coat in the ground.
You know
my lady walk over. She was wearing a coat that cost more than their cribs back in the 60s. Like they wore suits more than they wore jeans back then. Like, you crazy? Like
my whole thing is it's actually made from like this whole patriarch system where men was belittling women. If it was customary for me to order for you, like to put my your order in. Oh yeah, she'll have the salad with the side of apple cider on the side. Yeah, that's nigga. That's what I'm saying. Like shit like that. Like that was considered chivalry back in the day. You feel me? And it's like those.
I'll have the red. She'll have the white.
Those customs is like those customs is like.
I feel like chivalry is like pulling out the chair, opening the car door, open the door.
Why gotta put the chair out for you?
Fuck you mean why? So I can sit there first.
Who gonna put my chair out there?
You is.
And then who gonna push it in?
You.
I'm gonna put. So I'm capable of pulling my chair out and putting it in, but you can't do yours.
No.
Look how silly that sounds.
It's shit. That's chivalry though. It's being courteous.
I think it's outdated. I think chivalry is outdated. I think chivalry in today's age is more so just like a respect level, having the respect for women.
It's definitely changed, but different females want different stuff. Yeah. So you just have to court the female that you're dealing with the way that she wants to be dealt with.
But it ain't courting. We talking about the bullshit like I said, like me walking on the street side. First of all, what do we do when we walk in the parking lot then? What we do when we walk in the parking lot? Which side am I supposed to be on?
I asked that recently in the street. Like, what was my? I said, because if you on that side, but the car's coming from this side, technically, which side is you supposed to be?
Like, this shit get goofy. This shit it gets so goofy sometimes.
Shit, just wrap your
you just going too deep in it because you don't want to do this shit anyway.
It ain't about me not doing it because honestly, I do a lot of this shit, but I really start putting a thought to it, like, why the fuck do I even do this shit? Like, why is this really a thing? Like, why is this really a thing? Like, holding the door, like, all right,
ladies first.
All right, is they? So look, I'm gonna give you an example. I know I said that. I'm gonna give you an example though. So I was going to where the fuck was I going at? I don't want to tell you my spots. I was going to Fridays. Let's say Friday. I was going to Fridays, right? So Fridays is 2 doors. It's one door, and then you go in the little vestibule or whatever you call that area. There's another door.
I know exactly what
so you know what happens every time I do this? I hold the door for her. She go in and grab the next door. What was the fucking point then? Like, what was the point then? Like, you could have did that with the first door.
So would you rather her stand there and wait for you to open the next door?
I feel like
I do.
All right, if you gonna make me, if that was the thing,
but that's how it was back in the day.
You might as well just get both doors then. Like if you capable of getting the first door, why you can't get the second door too? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like the whole thing. Like and that's different now. We're accustomed to where even if I'm not with you, right? I'm going to Fridays and you're a lady or a woman behind me. I'm supposed to get the door and open and hold the door for you, right? Am I?
Yes.
You agree?
Yeah, I would say
that's
yes.
That's just being courteous. Yeah. I will open the door.
But I think anybody should do that, right? Yeah, I'm about to
say
because somebody shut the door on me. I'm really I don't care if it's an old ass lady. Like, yo, grandma, you on some disrespect.
Yeah, I feel like when I go in places, I just hold the door open for the next person behind me.
I think that's kind of courteous.
But I just think, all right, so this is something that happened to me before. So I open up a door. I'm with a young lady. I open up a door. She walks in, and then 2 other females come up. Do I hold the door? Do I stay there?
Yeah, you would be courteous and let them go.
But I'm on a date. though.
I feel like your date would like this.
Like,
then I hold the door for 2 other. So she walk in and then the 2 ladies walk in behind her, and I'm just back out here, the doorman, like.
You hold the door.
I feel like. Listen, I'm gonna hold this joint. You go, the one that's 6'1". Yeah, you my height. You good. You cool. You go hold the door. Like I feel like a lot of shit is really outdated though. Like I get it, and I do, and I still do. Don't get me wrong. I definitely do. Ask my she know when I went on blind date. No, like I definitely did. Like I do those things. I just started being in my mind thinking about shit. Like why the fuck we do this shit? Like why do we do why is chivalry a thing? Why women can't have chivalry? Bang, what would you consider chivalry from a woman? Or what would you like?
All right.
No, so Bang gonna get crazy with it.
I ain't gonna get crazy. I'm gonna start off light. If a man enters the home or something like that, take his jacket and take his hat. Right? That's women's chivalry. Like that, women do that.
What if,
like,
what if it's the summertime?
All right.
You come in there with not a hat
something
or
to drink.
No,
you know what I mean? Like offering somebody something to drink. Like I come in your home, offer me something to drink.
She like, nigga, you grown, you like, nigga, the refrigerator right there. You tripping? You live here. You know where it's at. You know what the deal is. Like, so do you feel like speaking of, I think we spoke about this before. If you was like coming in the house, that whole thing, like if you came in the house, you're supposed to speak to everybody. We spoke about that.
Oh yeah, we definitely spoke about that.
We definitely spoke about that before. I feel like that's some of the customs that really don't. It really ain't no real reason behind it. Somebody. Just
I do think that's a real. That's
if you
that's
walk
a
in
respect reason.
if you walk in the house, you speak.
You walk in somebody else's house, you supposed to speak.
No.
Even if you walk in your own house.
Yeah.
You walk in the house, you speak to
into a room.
You walk in the house, and strangers is on your couch.
You speak.
Yeah, how you doing? Who y'all?
Yeah. That's the first I'm coming with. Who y'all? Like I feel like me as a stranger in somebody's house, I'm not. First of all, so if I'm sitting on the couch,
you gotta know whoever brought the strangers in there, they gotta be good people. So now just make these strangers uncomfortable that you didn't even meet. They could be the people buying your house for $500,000. You just made them super uncomfortable because
like what's up? I'm gonna change that attitude right up too. Like, oh shit, what's up, bro? I ain't know that was you. Like, hey, how you doing, man? You thirsty? Hey, like, nah, but like, yeah, I don't know. This is. I be feeling two different ways about that.
I think black people
my
feel
house.
like,
I pay bills at. I'm gonna feel like, yo, y'all better speak up. Like, fuck, who is you, little nigga? Like, all right, like,
I think black people feel like having a white people voice is common courtesy.
Yeah,
you think about it. People use that shit as a weapon.
Your professional voice. Your professional
voice. Hey, how you doing? Yes.
Like, sometimes.
Niggas use their
white
voice.
I don't think I got one though. I don't think I got that. Yeah, like low battery. All right, we about to wrap it up though. But yeah, shit, yeah, we can wrap this joint up though. Y'all got anything else y'all wanted to put out?
No, not really.
Miss Westbrook, you want to go ahead? Yeah, go ahead. Get your promotion on. Yeah.
Tell them where to find you and everything.
www.closetgoals.com, but Closet Goals with a K, so KLOSETGOALS.com. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Miss Westbrook or at Closet Goals. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
And what? How about if somebody want to reach out to you for
a blind date? We're gonna put you on a blind date.
Look at her
Set
face.
it up.
Look at her face. No, like how you want the people to reach out for you as far as for your new when you wanted to relaunch for
like I said, I'm putting together our 5th year anniversary fashion show. I'm looking for models, designers, MUAs. Videographers, A&Rs, because it's about to be a whole thing, like different artists if you want to perform. So you can contact me on, to be on Instagram at Miss Westbrook, or send me an email at shopclosetgoals@gmail.com. Exactly how Closet Goals is spelled, KLOSET GOALS. But yeah, so that's how you reach me. But it's better just to DM me on Instagram. I respond to everybody. Yeah, either one, Miss Westbrook or Closet Goals.
And as always, you know where to find the podcast at each and every we drop Mondays.
Yep.
Mondays. Unrecognized Real on YouTube. Definitely check out the YouTube. Please check out the YouTube. We definitely need.
Please subscribe to the YouTube.
Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Oh wait, Bang, we said we had a surprise for Aaliyah, right?
Yeah, we did. I was gonna wait till her and say, yeah, you can find me at Aaliyah Michelle. Speaking of Aaliyah Michelle, Leah, Mugga, and I both went on our blind date, and I'm like, I think it's about that time.
Opening back up now. Yeah,
I think it's about that time.
Definitely about that time.
Fellas, send us some pictures with your mask off, with a short bio.
Yo, definitely. It's time to send our sister Aaliyah on our blind date. Like, let's get back to it. Definitely, I'm with it. So yeah, let's definitely set it up. Again, shout out to CJ for coming in here and fuck with us. I mean, operating the camera.
We had PS If Natural in the crib.
PS, yes, one half of the ownership of PS If Natural is in the crib. He ain't got a microphone, but he definitely here showing love. Oh, as always, our favorite sponsor, by the way.
For sure.
thank you again, Miss Westbrook, for coming in here and hanging out with us. We definitely appreciate you. We would love to have you back, and hopefully we can work together on some shit later.
Yes,
so,
I look forward to
it. Yeah, but yeah, definitely, Brother Bang.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Brother Bang Bang, brother with an ER.
Y'all can find me on Instagram at Aaliyah Michelle Poetry.
CJ, you want to give a shout out? No.
Shouts out to y'all, man.
All right, and that's what it is. And as always, you can find me at Pay-Per-View Reese across multiple platforms, and we are out.